Third in the electric 8 scale class, goes on his lid early, was in the 3 spot. It's going to be Hartson, Cochran, Collins, Smith, Mora, Pettis, and Tater Flops. All right, 30 seconds into this one, Stephen Hartson out front, down the back straightaway. He's been here before. Last year at the Surf City race, Hartson ended up taking the 2 spot after 10 minutes in the electric 8 scale class behind Courts. It is now Hartson out front, Cochran in the 2, and Robbie Collins with a bobble stays in the 3. Mora in the 4 spot. Hartson with a bobble, Sean C. right behind him. So right now, the 2 associated cars out front, totally different though. Sean C. hanging tight with Stephen Hartson. Tater rolling her over. It's going to be Newman there to Marshall. All right, Hartson down the backstretch. Cochran within a straightaway still. 1.5 minutes down. Tater going a lap back. Last race of the day, A3 for Modified Buggy. You guys are up next. Modified Buggy A3 coming up next. Get your things ready. Yeah. 2 down and 8 minutes left to go. 2 minutes down and 8 to go. So right now in Mod Buggy, it looks like it is Newman, Truey, and Kinwall. Newman already wrapping it up. And Truey pretty much wrapping up second. Kinwall's going to have to win a number 3 and then go to the tiebreaker for that second and third spot there. Cochran going for a tumble. Hartson also going for a tumble. Woo! Sean C. blowing the corner, going in a little hot. Right now, 16.9, the fastest lap from Steven. Sean C. with a 17.7. Collins still in that 3 spot. Robbie Collins running third. JD 4. Pat Smith, Tater Flops, Bruce Pettis, and RB not getting the start. Collins on a pipe. Pat Smith trying to get back into this one. Pat trying to get in the podium. Stephen Hartson and Sean Cochran, your leaders, still not far apart. Sean C. really putting the pedal or the hammer down here. Coming onto the straightaway. Hartson in the blue, yellow, and maroon. Cochran in the all blue associated with the white wing, white wheels. 3:45 down, 6:15 left to go. 6:15 to go. And Sean Cochran now taking over the lead. Stephen Hartson hung up on a pipe. Sean C., your race leader right now in electric 8 scale. Sean almost at the halfway point. 5 minutes and 20 left to go. Collins rolling it over. Pat Smith going to move up into the 3 spot. Hartson making his way through JD as he puts him a lap back. JD up to the number 4. Collins dropping back to the 5. And here we are, halfway done. 5 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. Looking like this race is going to go about 34 laps when everything is said and done. Your leader, Sean Cochran. Coming down the back straightaway on the back door, Pat Smith. Pat with the leader. Pat letting the leader get on through. Gonna have second behind you next. You know that car when it gets there. Good job, Pat. Hartson the faster last time around by a second and 3/10, but he still has to get around Sean C. 4.5 minutes left to go. 4.5 to go. $4:15 to go for Cochran. Running the Associated RCAB. Hartson also in the Associated RCAB. Sean running it without the side guards on there, running a smaller skinny body. Hartson running the J-Concepts Punisher body with the J-Concepts wing and tires by the start-finish line. 4 minutes left to go. Actually make that 3:50. Sean with the bobble. Hartson not able to capitalize on that one. Sean sending it over the triple. Leaving the door open right now for Hartson. Needs to clean up those lines. Needs to take some tighter lines here for Sean. Down the back straightaway. Still Cochran, followed by Hartson. Oh, Cochran with a bobble. Gonna put Hartson to the lead. Sean C. looking to send it on Hartson. Hartson back to the top spot. Needs to try and run away. Oh, but a bobble out of Hartson. Rogers there to turn marshal. Cochran back on top. Three minutes left to go here for Sean Cochran. 18-4 to a 17-7. Hartson definitely with the faster car, but keeps making mistakes here. Sean needs to stay strapped up. Sean wishing this was our average club night. 7 minutes. Oh, and Cochran rolling it in the same spot as Hartson. Still 3 minutes left to go. 3 minutes to go. We'll actually make that 2:45. Hartson out front. Cochran in the 2. Hartson needs to stay on his wheels now. 2.5 minutes. 16-9 to a 17-5 for Steven coming up on JD. Cochran going for a bobble. Steven putting it around JD there. Steven out front. Over the center double. Through the short chute. And onto the straightaway for factory team driver Steven Hartson by the start finish line. 2 minutes left to go. Patrick Smith running third. JD now moving up into the third spot. Cochran almost with the lap on third. Hartson already with that lap over third place. 2 minutes left to go, drivers. 2 minutes left to go. Looks like Robbie Collins out of this one early, so battle now is between JD and Pat Smith for the 3 spot. That final spot on the podium here. By the line, the red and black, followed by the orange and green Losi. 1:30 left to go. Drivers minute 30 left to go. Yeah. Steven Hartson looks like shaking the lead out. Oh, another bobble there, but that time not landing on his lid. So staying on the wheels. JD and Pat Smith still going at it here with 1 minute left to go. The red and black Hot Bodies car and the green and orange Losi ride. Coming through the short chute onto the straightaway, JD Mora in the Hot Bodies. Cochran with a bobble coming by the stripe. Sean C. and his little 3-cell pack that could only needs to go 1 more minute. JD needs to hold off the hard charge of Pat Smith in the Losi. Pat, you normally need to get on the right side of the track. Go. 35 seconds left to go for JD and Patrick Smith. 30 seconds left now. It looks like it's going to be Steven Hartson. Steven with a bobble. Ten seconds left to go for JD Mora in that number 3 spot. Sean Cochran in that number 2 spot. And Steven Hartson out front. Last lap of the race here for Steven Hartson as he comes over the hill. Dropping down in the S section over the double. through the short chute and down the back straightaway. Stephen Hartson looking to take the win. Done winning cross.